Right, hello everyone and welcome to the Southern New Hampshire University for tonight's Final Four matchup between the Astros of Pinkerton High School and the Londonderry Lancers. Londonderry coming off, I'm Paul Woodmansee by the way, alongside Courtney Cheetham, high above courtside as Johnny Most would say. Londonderry coming off a 71-43 win Saturday night over Winnicott, and Pinkerton here after beating Bishop Girton 52-49. The one previous meeting this season, Pinkerton actually beat Londonderry 53-49. And Courtney, when we talk about Londonderry first, they revolve everything around and depend upon the Gatorade Player of the Year and Eliza Simpson.
Eliza Simpson's just a phenomenal scorer, but she's also a phenomenal passer. She creates a lot of offense for her teams. This Londonderry team's got to be averaging well over 50 points a basketball game. And I'm sure that she scores a large percentage of them, but she also causes her teammates to score a large percentage of them as well.
In Pinkerton, you talk about a player and Eliza Simpson. With Pinkerton, they use more of a balanced approach, relying on a lot of scoring from different people.
Absolutely. They have. They're going to start, I think, probably four seniors and then a junior in Val Martin, but you're going to see each one able to score 10, 15 points or more if need be.
We're just about to start with the player introductions. The winner of this game will face Bedford Bulldogs Sunday evening, 6 o'clock, right here at Southern New Hampshire University. Bedford coming off a 68-31 victory earlier this evening. Londonderry Lancers, coached by longtime head coach John Fagula, and Pinkerton Academy, coached by Laney Busky.
This is Laney's first year, but she's picked up right where John Barry left off, getting this Pinkerton team to the Final Four. Londonderry, you're going to see a ton of depth. I mean, every game he plays all 13 players. I'm not sure that will be the case tonight, but he started every one of these players at least one game this season.
Yeah, I was actually at the Londonderry Winnicott game Saturday night, and he did empty his bench. Late in the game, he had everyone on the floor playing. It was a good victory for Londonderry.
Starting for Pinkerton, we have number 25, junior Val Martin. For Londonderry, we have number 53, junior Casey Evans.
This is a good player. She is a tough player.
Excuse me, she's number 33. Pinkerton, we have number 23, Colleen Fortier. Another senior, good outside shooter. Londonderry, we have number 20, Taylor Collins. Pinkerton, we have number 24, senior Brandy Bono. Just heard she's going to be continuing her basketball career next season. For Londonderry, we have freshman number 21, Kelsey Coffey. Really good outside shooter and interior shooter as well. For Pinkerton, we have number 15, senior Kayla Stacy. Pretty underrated player. Stacy's scoring a lot in these games, but also distributes the basketball pretty well. She brings up the ball mostly for Pinkerton and doesn't have too many turnovers. For Londonderry, we have number 14, 10th grader Jacqueline Luckert. And rounding out the starting lineup for Pinkerton is senior number 12, Andrea Albrecht. And for Londonderry, we have number 10, Gatorade Player of the Year, Eliza Simpson. Getting ready for tip-off here. See the Bedford fans blending in with the Pinkerton fans over there if they stayed in the red on the same side.
Yep. Good crowd here. This side's filled up. Camera side. Right at 8:06. I recognize the official with the basketball and the one that's with his hands on his hips.
Yeah, so I think what they do is they take one college level referee, which is going to be this guy over here, and pair them with two veteran voted in referees from Division I. Both of these guys are fantastic. Of course, I can't think of their names right now, but
the one with the ball.
When I'm yelling at them, I know what they are.
I've drawn a blank. One with the ball. I've known him for years.
He's great.
Yes, he's a good guy.
Getting ready for tip here. We've got Evans versus Martin. And Martin wins that one with Bono getting the ball on the wing. Looks like Londonderry's in a 2-3 zone. Kayla Stacy passes to Val Martin. Back to Stacy. You see the size already. Londonderry just looks a lot bigger than Pinkerton looks.
They do.
Let's see if that plays an impact on Pinkerton's ability to get open shots. Val Martin for three. She's long.
Ooh.
Got Bono fighting for Casey Evans in the post, and it's going to stay red basketball. Back to Stacy.
Nice inbounds pass.
Nice finish on the left side by Kayla Stacy. Pinkerton in a full court 1-2-2. Londonderry able to find Kelsey Coffey. Pinkerton staying in man-to-man. It's Eliza Simpson bringing the ball up. We got a double screen at the top. Roll by Evans is just a little bit slow, and Bono steps in, steals the basketball. Val Martin on the drive. Looks like there might have been some contact, no call. Rebound by Taylor Collins of Londonderry. Eliza Simpson bringing the ball up, looking to drive and attack right away. Puts it up, little long on that. Another rebound by Pinkerton. You see, I mean, every starter in the Londonderry lineup is bigger than any player on the Pinkerton floor, but Pinkerton's digging in and getting these rebounds.
An early foul on Casey Evans.
See a little full court pressure by Londonderry. This is different than what we just saw by either team in the first game. Kayla Stacy breaking it pretty easily. Pinkerton pulls the ball out a little bit, tries to get a look. This is Bono for three. No good. And we've got lots of Pinkerton players fighting for the offensive board, but it's going to be Londonderry basketball. Inbound to Evans. Number 14 on Londonderry. Jacqueline
Nice
Luckert's
pass.
going to bring it up. Nice pass there to Taylor Collins for the lay-in.
You surprised both teams are coming out pressing?
You know what, I'm not. Both of these teams have some pretty quick, athletic players, and I think they're trying to cause some turnovers off of their defense. This is one of the ways that Londonderry scores so much, is from full court pressure and then pushing the ball up the floor. So fast game, not surprising here. It's another feed into the Taylor Collins, who finds a nice dish to Casey Evans for another lay-in. That's good interior passing by Collins. You know, she could easily probably shoot that, but Evans has a better look and giving it up there.
That's going to be tough to stop.
Nice hustle back by Albrecht, tipping the ball.
Both teams moving the ball well early in the game.
See a big crowd of Londonderry fans just coming in. Londonderry sticking in the 2-3 zone. Pinkerton slowing it down. Pass, that's a nice drive right there. And one by number 12, Andrea Albrecht. Good bounce pass feed and discipline by Kayla Stacy to feed that ball in, and then Albrecht finds a target and one.
Both teams moving well without the ball, nice passing. No early game jitters from either team.
I'm impressed by these bounce passes by these players in both games so far. Takes a lot of discipline to be able to stop, jump stop, and throw a pretty well-executed bounce pass. We've seen a lot of that in these last two games. Coffey's going to bring the ball up the floor. Looking to get the ball to Simpson, their leader and sergeant on the floor. There's good basketball ball handling, nice around the back pass. That's some of that passing we talked about. Tipped from behind there by Pinkerton. But Taylor Collins, full court pressure, those long arms. It's a tough call right there. That looks like a hustle play.
That's on Simpson.
Not sure I saw that from my perspective, but could have been from behind. Stacy finds Martin. Back to Stacy in the corner. Little flash by Fortier. Looking to go up, gets it around the long arms of Collins, who's able to fight her off and get the board. Simpson looking to push. It's going to be a travel. It's the same travel that was called in the beginning minutes for Rachel Collins. It's just split step. Sometimes the girls move both their feet before putting the basketball on the floor.
4:38 left in the first quarter, 5-4 Pinkerton.
Inbound to Val Martin, and Pinkerton brings the ball up, breaks that press pretty easily. Nice tip there by Eliza Simpson. Got Jacqueline Luckhart penetrating, and she's going to shoot two.
I am impressed with the quickness of Pinkerton. They're a fast team. Might not be big, but they move well.
And they just get their hands on a lot of basketballs. Luckert connects in the first one. Crowd getting into it a little bit. Makes second one as well. 6-5 lead here by Londonderry. Looks like we got a little run and jump pressure by Londonderry. But nice feed from Bono to Fortier, who misses the layup. And Collins another board. That's tough right there. She had a pretty good look, but Collins' hustle gets back and able to convert.
It was a nice pass, everything but the finish.
Londonderry inbounds the basketball. Looks like they were looking for a lob pass to Collins on that. But Simpson finds Evans. Looked like she was trying to make a pass. Stumbles up, tries to stick with it, but no luck. Jump ball was called. It's going to be Londonderry basketball underneath. Simpson will inbounds. Nice try by Kayla Stacy trying to tip that back in. Excuse me, that was Andrea Albrecht. Usually you don't want to save that, but if you're in the corner, you can save it down the sideline, take a risk. Underneath the basket, I think you let that go. Albrecht to Eliza Simpson for three. Hits it and one.
Brandy Bono just trying to get out in the shooter and either lost the balance or momentum was going too much towards Simpson and just body blocked her into the bench.
Sometimes to make up for inches as well, you got to kind of come off of your feet, and by doing that, Simpson creates the contact very wisely and gets a 4-point play.
So score now 10-5 Londonderry, 3:38 left in the first quarter.
Nice tip by Evans, but Stace's going to shoot a three. Misses. And Albrecht gets the rebound. That's Val Martin. No good. Another offensive board for Pinkerton.
He's shocked. I mean, you have length and size from Londonderry, and I don't think Coach Fagula is very happy with that effort.
Bono with the shot on that. We've got Kelsey Coffey bringing the ball up for Londonderry. Have not had one substitution yet on either side. Got Eliza Simpson. Defended by Albrecht. Looks like they're going to call a hand check.
From what I've seen of Eliza Simpson, you just can't play back off her and try to defend the penetration. She has a good outside shot as well. She can beat you many ways.
Absolutely. Three for Coffey. That's going to be long. Another rebound by Kayla Stacy. Tell you, for someone who's 5'5", 5'6", she's had a lot of rebounds so far against these taller Londonderry players.
You got to wonder, we've seen in this game, as we did in the first, some wayward shots, long shots, and shots just off the mark. And you got to wonder, going back to what we talked about with the
Nashua North.
And just not being able to get good depth perception on the basket.
This is Val Martin on the wing. Finds Fortier. Pinkerton also has a lot of three-point weapons, but this 2-3 zone seems to be stopping. Oh, there's a nice kick to Bono for another three. That's huge. She had a huge game the other night to end the game in their quarterfinal victory, and 5 quick points here.
I think we have a foul on the play. I don't know if it was after the shot.
Looks like it's going to be on Bono. It looks like it's going to be a warning. Perhaps she tipped the basketball after it went in.
Okay. Delay a game warning.
Yeah. Eliza Simpson bringing the ball up. Nice pass.
Yes.
Evans, no good. I'll tell you, as the recipient of that pass, I mean, you can't even tell it's happening. I think she tricks everybody on the floor, even her own teammates, with that. Such a good no look. Inbound to Val Martin. Kelsey Coffey picking the pocket and getting on the floor. It's going to be a jump basketball. Got a tie game with just under 2 minutes to play in this first quarter. Kelsey Coffey in the wing, screened by Evans. Nice ball control on that by Coffey. It's nice for Londonderry if they can have someone else bringing the ball up the floor to allow Eliza Simpson to maybe get some plays on the wing.
But both teams really playing aggressive defense again, as we saw in the first game.
So we're seeing this called a little tighter than the first game.
Yeah, that seemed like good defensive effort.
It's going to be on number 25, Val Martin. It's her first foul. She's just kind of coming around the post there. Looked like she got the basketball. Sometimes if they don't come off the player before they tip that, goes against them, the defensive player.
Every starter on the floor for Pinkerton with 1 foul.
Eliza Simpson around the back. Little long on that floater. I'd like to see her maybe take an extra second and connect. This is Fortier, finds Kayla Stacy. Thought about it, decides to slow it down. 58 seconds left. That time she's going to let it go. It's just long, but Fortier's in there for the rebound. It's going to be a foul, I think, by Casey Evans. That's 3 Londonderry players, but yet Colleen Fortier is able to come up with that. Yeah, that's going to be on 33, Casey Evans.
That's her second foul of the quarter. I tell you what, Pinkerton is doing a great job of getting in between the bigs to get these offensive rebounds.
And that's what they really need to do to be able to compete with a team who's got more size than them. I mean, if they're able to win this basketball game, they're going to see another team that has some size. So for Londonderry, this is the first substitution of the game. It's going to be number 32, Ashley Berube, who's going to come in for Casey Evans. And we have another 6-footer on the floor for Londonderry. I used to ask what they had in their water at Londonderry because I just see tall girl after tall girl.
Much like in the first game, this Londonderry could not afford to lose Casey Evans. It's a nice pass.
And we have Berube right off the bench, but unable to make the layup. We have a nice pass. Another layup missed. Girls basketball, for whatever reason, they can make threes and free throws, but when it comes to layups, it's not the strength of girls basketball. It's going to be a hold on Kayla Stacy. They're calling this game pretty tight. That's going to be the 6th Pinkerton foul. We're going to see Brittany Roach come off the bench for Londonderry. She's going to give Collins a little bit. Brittany's has some great size, but she's an excellent three-point shooter. In ball to Berube, who's able to make that one. Kayla Stacy, pass to Fortier. 15 seconds. Let's see if they take their time and try to get one last shot. Val Martin. Back to Fortier. Tries to kick it to Bono. It's going to be tipped right there by Roach.
That'll end the first quarter here at Southern Hampshire University with the score 12 apiece. Courtney, what did you think of the first quarter? Is it pretty much what you expected as far as style of the way the two teams are going to come out and play?
I think it's exactly as we expected. I mean, we said it was going to be a close one, and it's tied after 1, so not surprised. Look to see if the pace changes as this game progresses. Large court, 1 substitution. And then a second one right at the end by Londonderry. It looked like Pinkerton was going to make a sub, but didn't get in. So no subs by Pinkerton in that whole quarter. So we'll see if fatigue plays a factor as we round out the second half.
Why don't you go through the first quarter stats?
Absolutely. So for Londonderry, we had the leading scorer was Eliza Simpson with 4 points. And then we had 4 players, each with 2. Jackie Luckert, Taylor Collins, Casey Evans, and Ashley Berube. On Pinkerton, we had Brandy Bono with 5 points, Andrea Albrecht with 3, Kayla Stacy with 2, and Colleen Fortier also with 2. Very balanced scoring on both sides.
I would imagine the big story of the first quarter is Casey Evans with 2 fouls. Looking at the players coming off the bench, she is not back out in the court. I guess Fagula is going to just kind of play it by ear and see how the quarter progresses before he decides to put her back in the game.
I think it's okay. I think it allows some of these guards on Londonderry to get a little more time, which is a good matchup when you're playing a team like Pinkerton. Sticking with the 2-3 zone. Bono again for 3. That time she misses. Tipped, but Roach comes up with it, and back to Simpson. For Pinkerton, we have 1 substitution. We have Melissa Martell in with Fortier, Bono, Martin, and Albrecht. And we have the same 5 players who rounded out the last quarter for Londonderry. Luckert, Simpson, Roach, Kelsey Coffey, and Ashley Berube. Martell. Finds Val Martin on the wing, long on that. Against this 2-3, sometimes you do get a lot of 3-pointers on that wing, but with the perspective, not able to connect. This is Coffey and Simpson trying to get some offense flowing. Simpson with a nice around the back, looking for Barabee, who's not looking at the basketball. It's going to be a turnover on Londonderry. Nice tip in there by Simpson. It's going to be a jump ball, Londonderry basketball.
Had quite a few held balls in this game so far.
Almost a turnover, but see, selected the bounce pass, able to get it through.
That's right.
Simpson with the pullback. No good. Roach tipping it out, creating an offensive rebound. Coffey finds Barabee, who finds Roach. No good.
Good ball movement by Londonderry, just didn't fall.
4 players touched the basketball on that one possession there. Fortier for the corner. She's long as well. Looks like that's going to be a foul on number 24. That's Brandy Bono. That's going to be her second foul. Got 3 subs coming in for Londonderry. Number 33, Casey Evans. Number 2, Noelle Lambert.
And it's a one-on-one, so shooters was going to come out, but she got Casey Evans back in the game for the Lancers.
Looks like we had some confusion on the substitution for Londonderry. Coffey misses. Martin with the rebound. So now we got some fresh legs for Londonderry.
Coming up on 6 minutes left in the half. Tied at 12.
Fortier, pull-up jump shot from the quarter. That's long. Bono tips it, but it's going to go back to Londonderry. This is Elizabeth Caring coming in for Londonderry. She comes in for Kelsey Coffey, who gets her first break of the game.
Both teams struggling from the floor right now, shooting-wise.
You know, I don't know if I'd keep this pressure on. Looks like it's going to be an offensive foul against Eliza Simpson.
That's her second.
They don't seem to be getting any turnovers off this pressure, and I think it's just going to tire out their leg long term. Paul, did you see who stepped in and took that charge right there?
I did not.
Takes a lot of guts to take a charge, especially against someone who's as big and strong as Eliza Simpson is, so kudos to Pinkerton. Pinkerton's getting some looks out of this zone, but they're just unable to finish any of these shots. Kick to Fortier. Let's try the other side. She's able to connect from the corner on the right side. Had a little bad luck on the left. Let's try the right.
You are right about working that zone and kickouts. Certain points on the floor are wide open.
And Andrea Albrecht in the middle on the foul line. She's doing a great job of just gathering herself and making solid passes. A solid pass makes a solid shot. So
when you're surrounded by 3 big players, it's not easy to do.
Absolutely not. We have number 2, Noelle Lambert, gives the ball back to Simpson. Looking, dishes to Evans. And there's Roach, comes up with it, and able to score.
So 4:40 left in the half, 15-14 Pinkerton.
I think we're going to see a close score this whole game. This is Martell on the wing. Brings it back out to Val Martin. Back to Martell. She looks to little overload action by Pinkerton. Finds Stacy. She's pretty good from that spot. Little short on that one. Liz Karen off the bench gets a rebound for Londonderry. Liza Simpson. Nice pass across to Evans. And Evans able to finish that one. That's a good job by Simpson. Pushing the ball up, bringing it back to the right side. Sees her post on the left and then feeds it into her.
A nice finish by Casey Evans.
This is Kayla Stacy. No timeouts called yet by either team. There's Martell. She's a little short on that. Roach with another rebound.
I wouldn't be surprised if you see no timeouts called by Londonderry. It always never ceases to amaze me watching a game that Coach Fagula coaches, and Does not call timeouts. It's amazing.
That's what good coaches do. They have good practices, and they have their players are able to coach themselves enough so you can save them for the end if you really need it, just to drop a play that he's probably wrecked with them in practice 20 times, but just in the heat of a moment need to go over it. So save him till the end. Liza Simpson finds Noelle Lambert, and that's going to be that same step we talked about before, that split step. It's going to be a travel.
Is that something they call a lot in the regular season too, or is it something that they tend to tighten up a little bit in the playoffs?
I think with the 3-referee crew, you're going to catch it a little bit more. It happens a lot. It really does. You have to emphasize it with girls basketball. It's just don't bend their legs as much.
She did it too.
And it's also caused by movement without the basketball. You're looking to pass, but your teammate's not there yet, so you stop or you hesitate and second-guess yourself. So look at Eliza Simpson on that. But Kayla Stacey able to run it down.
It's 2 layups that the Astros have missed.
You can see how much every team we've seen play tonight wants these games. They're just on the floor all the time. It's awesome.
That's a good call there.
It's going to be a hand check. This is going to be Pinkerton's 9th foul. Liza Simpson's going to shoot a 1-and-1.
And that's the 3rd on number 15, Kyla Stacey for Pinkerton.
And that's huge for Pinkerton. She's going to have to sit the rest of the half, play a mental role in her game. She's a senior. She's a leader on this team. She's really their point guard. So taking that out may produce a Londonderry run. Simpson able to make the first. We're going to have Luckert check back in here for Londonderry. She's going to come in for Noelle Lambert. And another one.
18-15, Londonderry, 2:54 left in the half.
I had the pleasure of seeing Eliza Simpson score her 1,000th point against my team.
I was going to say, against you.
But, you always like to see that. We also had Jamie Sherburne score her as both phenomenal basketball players. One of them is going to get New Hampshire Player of the Year. We already said Simpson's got Gatorade Player of the Year. Nice defensive turnover there by Londonderry, and they're going to get the ball back. Let's see if they can expand this 3-point lead. Screen at the top by Evans. Little pull-up 3-pointer. No good, and Martin gets a rebound for Pinkerton. On the defensive end, you're seeing Val Martin get a lot of defensive rebounds, but I like the smaller players for Pinkerton hustling, getting some offensive boards.
They're quick and active.
Bono looking to take it in, and that's kind of a bailout foul right there. She really is probably not going to make that finger roll going to the basket, but good job by Brandy creating some contact.
The foul was on number 14, I believe, Lockhart.
Bono makes the first. And the second. Big free throws there by Brandy Bono. I coached Brandy a little bit, not this past AAU season, the season before, and always a really, really hard worker. Understands her role. It's nice to see her take leadership role here in Pinkerton. Coaching family, her father Craig is a coach in the Rivals organization, really good guy, great coach. Another basketball family. Mm-hmm. On the floor right now, in for her sister, we have Marissa Stacey, sophomore.
There's another travel.
Some of that's being created by the Londonderry defense, just that their length, they cover so much space, there's nowhere for them to go, so they end up traveling. Screen at the top creates another elbow jumper by Simpson. You don't see her miss that shot much.
I tell you, I really think it's something we talked about both games now, that visual behind the basket.
Huge going in the direction towards the entrance. 40er, shot fake, able to get Evans off her feet, then takes it all the way in. That's a good drive by her. Albrecht tries to get her hands on it, but Evans able to wrestle for the ball. Roach from the corner. It's going to be a little long. Offensive rebound by Luckert. And then we've got Bono, who I think got a hand on that, and then able to come up with the rebound. Nice one-handed pass to Val Martin, finds her target.
Charges foul.
That was an offensive foul there. I don't know about that. But you know what? Evans got out there, she took it, she fell.
And I don't think anyone here up in press row thought that was an offensive foul.
40 seconds left. See if Londonderry waits and gets one. Yeah, good call. See, there's the veteran leadership here by Eliza Simpson. They're gonna wait and get one. Looks like they're running a little bit of a stall. But again, you know, if you have Eliza Simpson on your floor, I don't know if you need to call any timeouts if you're John Fagula. She seems to be able to coach this team very well on her own. She's probably going to look to attack with about 15 seconds left to go. Looks like she's looking for a screen.
Oh, a 5-second call. Wow.
See if Pinkerton can capitalize on that. Looks like Coach Buskey's calling a play. Got a screen for Fortier. 5 seconds left here. Fortier can't get a shot off. She's got Evans Driscoll. She saw Bono, but unable to get it past.
Both teams playing good defense in that last minute, prevent any shots. So after at halftime, the score Londonderry 18, Pinkerton 17, and you spoke about it before the game. Londonderry is used to taking a lot of shots and scoring a lot of points. I don't think they expected to be going into the locker room with 18 points in the first half.
I agree with you. I mean, we came off a game that Bedford had 17 points in the first quarter, so to go into halftime with only one more than that, I think they'd have to be slightly disappointed, but to have a little less scoring than they thought, but still be up by one, that's got to feel good.
Okay, so put yourself in the position of both coaches. What do you tell each team at halftime?
I think you're really positive with them. I think both teams are fighting, playing well. You're not seeing a ton of unforced turnovers. I'm not seeing a lot of adjustments that need to be made. Maybe Pinkerton needs to work the ball a little bit more. And I think if I'm Coach Fagula, I'm really emphasizing that we got to box out, find a body, and make sure we're only letting Pinkerton get one shot.
Great. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back. All right, we're back for the second half here at Southern New Hampshire University. The score, Londonderry Lancers 18, Pinkerton 17. And Courtney, looking at these first half stats, what jumps out at you for both teams is their shooting percentage. Pinkerton 5 for 27, 18.5%, 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. Londonderry 6 of 20 for 30%, only 1 of 4 for threes. As a coach, what do you tell her goes? Keep chucking it up, or is there something that they can try to correct? Or?
I mean, I think good shooters keep shooting, but I also think that, you know, combined, the teams are 10 from 11 from the free throw line. So, you know, you've seen the refs are calling these fouls. Why not try to get to the rim and make some free throws? Because it seems like both teams are more than capable from doing that. Just like we got the same starters from the beginning of the game back in for both teams. Londonderry sticking with their 2-3 zone, and you know, it's been working.
Yep.
But not changing it up too much, so not making Pinkerton have to think too much.
Nice interior pass there. That
Fortier. Now she's a lefty, so she's getting the ball on the left-hand side. We saw an easier layup there. Simpson finds Coffey, who's looking into Evans. He's going to screen across for Luckert. Nice pass. Luckert, an extra pass there, and Evans unable to finish, but gets a rebound, puts it back up. There's 4 players on that playing unselfish basketball for Londonderry.
Good job by Evans, get her own rebound and put the ball right back up and draw the foul. That's a second foul on Albrecht.
You know, it's nice. I look around the gym tonight. I see the coach from Spalding here. I saw the coach from Keene, coach from Dover, coach from Concord. It's nice to see these Division I coaches out here supporting these Division I teams. Maybe getting for a feel for what it would take to get here.
That's exactly it. I coach the girls softball team at Bedford High School, and once we got eliminated from the playoffs last season, I went to every game just to see what you need to do, what players they played just to get to that next level.
As a player, I can remember going, they used to do this at St. A's, so I can remember going to St. A's and just watching the games and thinking that's all I want to do was get there. And that's all I focused on for the whole season. And our team ended up doing it, but it was such a great feeling. They treat you like you're, royalty. You got the nice locker rooms, and it's just great. I was actually able to coach in the championship game. I coached for Souhegan High School a couple years ago, and with Jeremy Faulkner, the current BG coach, and we had the opportunity to come coach here in the semifinal and final game. Full packed house, great atmosphere, and it's awesome for kids and awesome for coaches.
A dangerous pass.
But Martin able to catch it. I think if I'm Pinkerton, if I get a little bit of a lead, I might try to stand at half court and extend this zone out a little bit. It's the advantage of New Hampshire basketball not having a shot clock. First time we've really seen Martell try to drive off the foul line, and Taylor Collins blocks it. Looks like Coach Buskey not really liking the decision making there.
I like the aggressive.
I like it too.
Love taking it to the basket.
I just like that we're trying to get some foul calls. Maybe she's angry at the referee and not her own player. Stacy hits the three. She needed that, having the 3 fouls. I like Coach Buskey sticking with her and getting her back in this.
So that 3 gives Pinkerton the lead, 22-20, 6:09 left to play in the third quarter.
Simpson feeds
Nice
it to Collins. Nice catch and finish. It's the advantage of the height by Collins, able to lob it over, and there's really no one else who's going to catch that but her. Tie game here. Kayla passes into Martell. It's going to pop out. Looking to pass back, not a really good angle. Nice feed. Stacy again. That's not going to go. But we got a lot of Pinkerton hands crashing those offensive boards. Got Val Martin. She's going to try a 3. She's also able to hit.
She had a lot of time that set that shot up.
And she looks ready. She's low. She has her hands up. She squares nicely. Nice bounce pass. Collins
nice
spins
move.
around. No good. Evans fighting for it. It's going to stay Londonderry basketball.
It's a nice post move by Taylor Collins. She couldn't get it to drop.
I've had the pleasure of watching her kind of grow up playing basketball. Not really grow up, but I've seen her play probably since she was a freshman. She played on Coach Faulkner's AAU team for a little while, and she was a JV player when I coached JV basketball, and she's just really grown a lot. Her hands have gotten stronger. Coach Fagula's done a great job working with her. She really turned into a basketball player here. Another offensive rebound. Simpson. Oh, in and out for Simpson. Tough roll on that. Kayla Stacy out and running. Got a little bit of a break, but Londonderry gets back nicely.
Nice strong move to the back. Oh, just in and out.
Another in and out, but fights for it.
I tell you what, there's a
Hustle.
lot of action going on both sides of the basketball right now. It's both teams, I think they see this as 16 minutes to the finals. 25-22 Pinkerton, 4:39 left in the third quarter.
And there's those 3-pointers. We asked if they were going to do it, and they stuck with it, and it's working so far. Looks like we're going to have number 10, Melissa Martell. She's going to come in for Val Martin. I have to apologize. I keep saying Andrea Albrecht's Melissa Martell, so now we actually have Melissa Martell on the floor. Kelsey Coffey, another freshman, but really looking confident for this Lancer team. She's having some point guard responsibilities a little bit, pull the ball out of Simpson's hands to create some offense. Simpson just creates some space on that and able to connect.
Yeah, you can see the Pinkerton defenders backing off to stop their drive and just pulled back and drained it.
40 in the corner. Stacy at the top, pulling it out. Londonderry extends it out. Londonderry's now matched up man-to-man. Looks like they didn't like, Coach Fagula didn't like the 3s they were giving up. Londonderry looks very relaxed over there on their bench. Kayla Stacy on the drive.
Nice drive and nice
Up and
finish.
around those long arms in there. She's had a good half. That's 5 points. Driscoll. Driscoll. Well, it is Evans Driscoll. Casey Evans Driscoll. She does have a hyphenated last name with Driscoll in there, but
good. Well, you covered yourself.
She kind of looked like Haley Driscoll on that one. Taylor Collins, another block. Londonderry out and running. Feed to Evans, who's able to get that up. Not sure how. Good body control. A lot of lower body strength on that, and she's gonna. It's gonna be underneath.
On the floor before the shot. 3:19 to play, 27-26 Pinkerton. That's her fourth.
That's Kayla Stacy's fourth foul. Evans, layup, no good. It's going to be over the back on Roach. It's a nice screen, the screener play by Londonderry. Casey Evans got a good look at it, but just unable to convert.
I'll tell you what, for being severely outmatched as far as size underneath, Pinkerton is doing a great job of being pesky on the boards and keeping balls alive and drawing fouls.
They had 5 offensive rebounds in that first half. Not an astounding number, but still, they more offensive boards than Londonderry had. Brandy Bono, her first shot of the half is off the back of the rim. It's going to be jump ball.
And even though it's going to be Londonderry's ball, once again, you see the Pinkerton players being really active on the rebounds.
Liza Simpson. Nice pass in, but Marissa Stacy steps up and tips it. Bono, jump stop. Ooh.
Nice steal.
Looks like it just slipped maybe on the floor. Maybe the floor is a little heated up. Hesitation dribble. Liza Simpson gets right to the rim. That's why she's playing Division I basketball right there.
That was a nice move.
Little pick and roll, but unable to find 40 or roll into the rim. Albrecht with the crossover. She gets a nice lay-in.
And she had her hands in her head after that. She got a great move, just a little too strong with the basket. She's very disappointed in that one.
She did everything right except finish, right? She's got to pick her head up, find that target, and try to go. Got a little pressure by Bono, but Simpson able to control. Got a sub for Londonderry here, Noelle Lambert. Coffee on the top, trying to work the jab step. Got a screen. And she's going to shoot. Looks like Londonderry runs kind of like 4 out, 1 in offense. Not really anything too structured. But I like the freedom that Coach Fagul has given his players. He's got some strong players in Simpson and Coffey and Roach and Evans here. So he just kind of lets them play a little bit. That's a rare miss from the line for Coffey.
Actually, both teams shooting the ball well from the foul line.
Coffey has a good touch. She'll come back and make this.
I always say the second one's the easy one, right?
That's her first point of the game, but let's see if that opens the net up for her a little bit.
That gives Londonderry a 2-point lead with 1:42 left here in the third quarter.
There's an inside-out dribble by Bono. Who's that foul going to be on there? That's a good take. Not sure who stepped in on that. It's going to be a Noelle Lambert. And Bono hits that.
That ties it up at 29, 1:36 left here in the third quarter.
Well, this is going to be an offensive foul against Simpson, but I think she might have taken the brunt of that one.
And that is the third foul on Eliza Simpson.
Kind of got blindsided. That's the third charge we've seen taken in this game. She's holding her right wrist a little bit. See if maybe she needs a breather here for the last minute, but I don't know. She's a senior. I don't think she's going to want to be coming out of this basketball game.
I remember in the Bedford Londonderry game with Simpson on the bench not being able to play because of a knee. One of the players got hurt. One of the players on Londonderry got hurt, and Coach Fagula was looking for someone to put in, and Eliza Simpson in street clothes raised her hand to go in and play. So 1 minute left here in the third quarter. Score is evened up at 29.
I'm not sure if that was a bad pass or a bad catch, but there was two wide open Londonderry players. Maybe Simpson got a little fancy with that kind of no-look pass, but you know, I've seen her make that pass and connect 9 times out of 10, so it's what she's comfortable with, but unfortunate that they're not able to get something off of that. 30 seconds left to play here in the third quarter. Bono passing to Martell. Got 40er on the top.
Looks like they're going to try to work one shot here.
Down to the baseline. To Albrecht. Finds Martell. Got 14 seconds left. A lot of movement on the offense by Pinkerton. And she's going to pull up and hit a three. Huge three by Melissa Martell for Pinkerton. And we're going to have Eliza Simpson let one fly, but might have been her only 3 points of the game, but that's a big three right there.
I tell you what, and Londonderry was defending that well. They had everyone on the perimeter. I was looking for a backdoor cut, thinking that they were going to overplay the three, but you got to give her credit. She popped that thing, and it was a nice shot. So at the end of 3 quarters, the score, Pinkerton 32, Londonderry 29, and we'll be right back. Well, it should be an interesting 8 minutes. Fourth quarter.
Points, more importantly, Stacy has 4. Simpson has 3, and 15 to 11 that quarter.
Just a little.
Pinkerton outscored them by 3. I think we'll have time to recap it.
Do a quick third quarter recap. We had Pinkerton outscoring Londonderry by 4 points.
That was quick and to the point.
And a couple of key things. We have Kayla Stacy for Pinkerton with 4 fouls, and Eliza Simpson for Londonderry with 3 fouls.
Good active hands there on defense by Londonderry.
Right away, coming in off the beginning of that quarter, getting a defensive stop, huge for Londonderry. Looks like there's a little fouling going on. Marissa Stacy's going to get called for the reach. I think that just came down to inches. Eliza Simpson's got some height on her, so instead of grabbing the basketball, she grabs the wrist. It's going to be Londonderry basketball. Going to this quarter, it's 3 fouls against Londonderry, 5 against Pinkerton. See if that plays a role down the stretch. Evans fights for it.
I tell you what, Colleen Fortier did a great job boxing out on a much taller Casey Evans.
Bono bringing the ball up for Pinkerton. Marissa Stacy here. Martell passes to Albrecht. Gets to Colleen Fortier. Yeah, it's going to be around the back there by number 14, Jacqueline.
Interesting to see how this plays out. Both teams, I mean, there's 7 minutes, 14 seconds left to go in the game. I'm sure there's going to be very aggressive defense, trying to deny entry passes, and interesting to see how the referees call it. So nice job by Simpson on the block.
Good no call, I guess. Simpson finds Coffey. Short. Bono looking to push the ball up. Smart move by Simpson not to reach. Martell driving. Looks like it's going to be a Londonderry foul. Not sure where the contact was, but it looked like there could have been some.
So Pinkerton has a chance to make it a 5-point game.
Martell misses the first one. For Londonderry, we have number 22, Jordan Merritt, coming in to get her first minutes of the basketball game. She's going to come in for freshman, senior for freshman here. Kelsey Coffey's coming off. Martell long on that one as well, and Londonderry comes up with it. See Simpson pushing the ball up the floor.
Nice
Another
pass.
nice pass, and Evans unable to connect. But Jordan Merritt, fresh off the bench, gets an offensive rebound. Looks like Eliza Simpson's talking to her teammate a little bit there, trying to get her to connect on that. That's a good pass. She does need to talk to her teammate about that one.
It was a great pass.
And Merritt misses that one, but I like how she comes in off the bench, and within 10 seconds she gets an offensive rebound and basket, and then an opportunity for a free throw. And a rebound. So it's pretty much doing everything she needs. Right. Coach Fagula's got to be happy with that. Simpson pulls up for three. That's no good. Another rebound by Merritt, kicks it to Roche. In and out for Roche.
Nice
little tie up in the corner. Eliza Simpson there, she just can't take a risk to get a foul on that.
Nice pass.
Martell dribbling right through it. Val Martin.
Coming up on 6 minutes, Pinkerton 32, Londonderry 31.
And I just want to point out that there have been 0 fouls called. Excuse me, 0 timeouts called in this basketball game.
That's right. I told you I'd be surprised if I saw a Londonderry call, and I figured Pinkerton might. And the Pinkerton fans did not like that call.
It's kind of a key foul call because now we have Eliza Simpson who's going to go to the line, shoot 1 and 1. I think Simpson might need some ice after this game.
I think so. Well, her knee, as most people know, her knee has been bothering her. She had a stress fracture in her knee that caused her to miss a handful of games this season. And I guess she's still not 100% from what I understand. Nice pass.
Roach able to tip that, but looks like she got her other hand on her. We're going to have Andrea Albrecht shooting for Pinkerton. It's going to be 2 shots. It's Roach's second foul. So we've seen Eliza Simpson sit on the bench a total of 0 minutes in this basketball game.
That's right.
Similar to Taylor Choate of Nashville North in the last basketball game, playing all 32 minutes. It's conditioning right there. And unable to make the second one, but Pinkerton goes up by 2. Nice crossover and hesitation. Tries to go around the back. Gets it to Jacqueline, who throws a nice lob pass to Evans. Need to settle down a little bit here and get a good possession.
They did the smart thing, get it in Simpson's hands.
Kind of wondering what a Fagula practice is like, because these Londonderry players, they just know what to do all the time. And they're very cool, calm, and collected. Evans with a nice spin move and makes that one. That's going to be on number 23, Colleen Fortier. And we're going to have Kayla Stacy come off the bench with her 4 fouls. I like this call by Coach Buskey. A senior, good scorer, leader on your team. 5 minutes left, close game. Got to put her back out there. And by putting Bono on the bench, it allows, if there's a foul out, it allows you to get one of your top players back in after having some fresh legs down the stretch.
And Courtney, we have our first time out of the game.
Who called it?
Londonderry.
I think it was
no, I think it was Pinkerton. We're confused. We just don't know. Do we know who called the timeout?
I think it was a Londonderry timeout.
Okay.
Perhaps they had a wager on this game. Right. Who could go the longest without calling a timeout.
Right. So we'll go to a break with 5:19 left here in the 4th quarter. The score: Londonderry Lancers 34, Pinkerton Astros 33. Can't believe it's going that long without a timeout. It's gotta be. Well, you called it though. You said it was going to be
end of the game.
Tight game.
Yeah. Sometimes you think the better coach wins in these situations. If they can execute it,
They give Pinkerton a lot of credit. They're a scrappy team.
Absolutely.
They work hard. All right, we're back. Both teams coming out of the timeout. The score 34-33 at Londonderry. 5:19 left here at Southern New Hampshire University.
I think that's a timeout for John Pagula, just to talk to his team and say, okay, here's our game plan going down the rest of the stretch, just to remind them so that he doesn't have to use, any of his remaining 4 timeouts.
Might have also been a chance to give Eliza Simpson a rest because that last free throw, I had noticed that she was doubled over with her hands on her thighs trying to catch her wind.
Great point, Paul. That looked like it was going to be a Pinkerton turnover, but this goes off of Roach's elbow. Pinkerton inbounding, finds Val Martin. He's going to pull the ball out.
Every position's crucial at this point of the game.
That's going to be a backcourt violation. Not much you can do there.
I thought that was actually tipped. I thought that was tipped by Londonderry.
No, it was Val Martin threw a pretty hard pass that just tipped off Kayla Stacey's hands. I mean, you try to teach your kids to throw hard passes, so nothing you can really do with that. It's just an unfortunate turnover. Londonderry's going to have the ball, see if they can expand this lead. Eliza Simpson kicks it over to Merritt, who finds Roach, back to Driscoll, Evans. An extra pass, proves strong while Jackie Lubbock finishes. That's a good find by Evans. Evans looks very focused in this basketball game right now. I like to see that out of her. Val Martin on the top. Just can't get by her. Finds Martell. Jordan Merritt playing some pressure defense and causing Roach to get her hands in on that and causing a Pinkerton turnover. If I'm Londonderry, 3-point lead, yeah, that's good call by the senior Eliza Simpson. Pull the ball out, make sure that she doesn't get the 5-second call here, but slow down a little bit.
4 minutes left to play here in the fourth quarter.
I like sophomore Jordan Lubbock here for Londonderry. Didn't know too much about her before this game, but just been impressed with her athleticism and her confidence and her ability to kind of take over. That's a tough charge call right there, but credit to Pinkerton for taking that.
Colleen Forte is doing a great job of battling Case Evans down low. They have been banging all game.
That looked like Evans just kind of did a little fake, but that's our 4th charge of the game. Stacey's going to pull up. I could have predicted that. And connect.
She hits it. Wow.
Tie basketball game.
Ice water in her veins. Tied score, 36-36 with 3:30 left here in the fourth. I'd imagine you're going to want the ball in her hands and maybe even taking shots, too.
Kayla Stacey's another underrated senior. Fortier just hustling to the floor and slamming her cheek on the ground and her shoulder there. Oh, that was Martell.
She gets right back up, ready to go. Possession now favors Londonderry.
There's another ice pack.
That's right.
I think her right cheek might take the brunt of that. Good thing it's not prom season too soon. Eliza Simpson step back. That looked good from here, but well off the mark. Still a tie basketball game with 3 minutes left to play.
Geez, I think I'd call a timeout here instead of play up.
Val Martin not going to score here. Colleen Fortier dribbling around the perimeter. Back to Kayla Stacey. Taking some big time off the clock here. Londonderry sticking with their man-to-man. Feel like they've gotten them kind of standing up. They might want to attack the rim right now. And there's the attack. But Londonderry collapsing. Pinkerton does find a way to find the Kayla Stacey, who drives and finishes. Huge finish by Kayla Stacey.
You gotta have guts to go in there with the bigs. Nice drive, nice shot.
And she's had the most time on the bench for Pinkerton because you don't want to leave Roach open for 3. Yeah, she can hit that.
39-38, 2 minutes left here in the fourth. Londonderry with the lead.
But Kayla Stacey feeling the offense right now. She had the last 5 points for Pinkerton.
Nice
backdoor cut. But Eliza Simpson comes up with the steal. 1 point lead, minute 45. This is time and score situation. She's got to slow down, but I see a driving lane. Here's another Londonderry timeout. I like that call.
That was a good timeout.
Minute 35. Slow down a little bit, see what they can get.
1 point lead, you have the lead in the ball. Well, it did disappoint these last 8 minutes of the game. Both teams playing their hearts out. What do you expect to see Londonderry do when they come out of this timeout?
Looks like they're going to put back in the starter, Kelsey Coffey, for Jordan Merritt. Maybe she's a better free throw shooter, just in case it has to come down to that. But she also adds another offensive option, bringing the ball up the floor. So it looks like he's going to have 3 guards with Simpson, Lubbock, and Coffey on the floor to maybe run some sort of stall option out of this.
If they do go into a stall, at one point, if you're Pinkerton, do you start fouling?
I don't think, I think you kind of let it play out. Teams that aren't used to having to play close basketball games, you know, they tend to go 30, 40 minutes, 40 seconds able to stall, but then at some point turn the ball over on an unforced error. So I think you wait till maybe 40 seconds left. But I don't think they're going to come out fouling here. I think they're going to try to deny this ball in, maybe get a tip. If they don't get it, they're going to let it play out a little bit. And they're going to try to foul maybe Casey Evans, if anybody.
If I'm correct, I think Pinkerton has all their timeouts remaining.
Yes, they do. Ball gets into Simpson, so we're obviously not going to foul her. Look at her ball handling skills, though. They go right at it. They get the look they want, but Evans unable to get that.
39-38, Londonderry.
Interesting call by Fagula, but I mean that's a three-point game, but unable to. Looks like Coach Buskey, I saw her calling a play that they're already going with. Nice hustle, and that's going to be foul on ball. Martin sending Lubbock to the line. Still a minute left in this game, though. Pinkerton's going to take a deep breath and relax. I'm looking for Kayla Stacey to kind of pull her team together and build a little confidence going into the last minute. So as we predicted, close basketball game down to the last minute here. And you know, either team who wins this it's gonna be a well-deserved victory.
Yes. That's what we have here. It's a minute 6 left. 39-38, Londonderry at the line shooting 1-1.
Coach Fagula making a offense for defense substitution by putting Merritt back in. Great defender. Pulls out Roach. And the sophomore, Jordan Lubbock, able to connect on that.
Possession arrow favors Pinkerton.
I keep calling everybody the wrong name today. That's Jacqueline Luckert. Sounds like Jordan Lubbock. Right. Able to make 2.
And timeout Londonderry. So I'd imagine that Coach Fagula is going to draw up a defense to take away the 3-point shot.
I think they're going to stick with some man-to-man. My guess is that they're going to try to deny Kayla Stacey the ball completely. She's the one who's really been able to hit.
Now, if you are Pinkerton, do you try to maybe drive the lane and get a quick 2, or do you go with your strength here and throw up a 3?
I think that they're going to try to drive, and then if they don't have a good layup option, probably dish it out. I think I'm looking for Val Martin to probably drive to the basket and put Kayla Stacey or Colleen Fortier on the wings to dish it to if need be. So we have a 3-point game with a minute and 6 left to play. Couldn't have asked for a better nightcap tonight. Kayla Stacey bringing the ball up. Maybe a screen for Stacey to try to get a shot. Oh, they're going to screen down for Bono. There's Val Martin at the top. That might have been a travel, but no call on that. And Jordan Merritt in for her defense, trying to tip the basketball. Buskey looking for a reach. Val Martin finds Stacey. We're going to have another timeout. Looks like she's going to talk to the referee a little bit about that push call. This is a 30-second timeout by Pinkerton.
Pinkerton fans were not happy with that non-call. 42.1 seconds, 41:38.
And Pinkerton uses its first timeout, but the whiteboard never came out. I don't even see a whiteboard on the bench, so I think they probably rep these plays so often that they get the 3 when they need to, so no need to have a special play. Looks like they're going with the same thing. Fortier's looking to drive on Simpson. No look, but Bono seems to come up with an offensive board. It's going to be jump ball.
And
It's possession Pinkerton.
the all-important possession now at this point of the game.
Inbound to Martin. They're going to go back to the inbounder here with Stacy.
Plenty of time left.
20 seconds. Bono. And another timeout. It's a good call by Buskey. You know, if you're Londonderry, there always draws up the question, in this situation, do you foul and let him shoot or let him take a 3, you know? And it's a tough, tough call.
It is. It's something that's played out over the years in a lot of different situations, and coaches that don't do it and lose or tie the game on the 3 are vilified about the decision, and others that do it and don't have it work out, the same thing happens. So you're right. It's a do or die thing here.
I mean, I don't think that's what Coach Fagul is going to do. I don't think that's in his game plan. But you know, you always talk about it, and if they hit a 3, you regret it. But for the most part, you got to stick with what your gut says. Got Merritt here on the ball. Inbound to Bono. Going to have a double screen for Stacy. Who catches the ball a little soon. She's going to step back. That's deep. No good. But Bono can't get it. It's going to be Londonderry basketball with 8 seconds left to play. Now we're going to foul. Londonderry calls a timeout. So it's nice when your team turns to the ref and 4 of them are going to call the timeout for you. Right. Clearly they're a well-coached basketball team.
Heading to the exits.
Anything can happen in 8.8 seconds.
That's right.
I got to say, if I'm Coach Sue Thomas, I'm really pulling for Londonderry here because I think matchup-wise, Pinkerton, they had a 1-point game with Pinkerton, and I think they play a similar style of that 5-out kind of basketball, which you never want to play a team that plays just like you do.
It's funny you mention that. Talking to Londonderry coach about the fact that they struggle against teams like Pinkerton with good guard play and smaller, quicker players, and yeah, that was evident here tonight.
Pinkerton looking to deny the ball in, but Eliza Simpson's open, gets the ball. They're trying not to foul her, but she does. 6 seconds left. You got to think if Simpson hits one of these, Londonderry's got this sealed up.
This is for a chance for Londonderry to get to the finals.
And you know, I've been to these semifinal games for the last 4 years, and really hate to see Eliza Simpson lose another one. So in a way, I feel okay if she won this. Senior season, player of the year, get to a championship game. Good way to end your high school basketball career. And that's probably going to seal this up. We got 6 seconds left. A lot of Simpson's teammates are on the Bedford squad as well. She plays under Coach Mike Collins for the New England Crusaders. She plays with Collins and Brown and whatnot. So off the court, I think they're besties. But on the court, I think it's going to be a battle.
It's amazing. It'd be baseball, softball, basketball, a lot of these things where they play after the high school season, whether it be ASA or AAU. And how many of these players, when they go to play for their school teams, they know players on the other teams because they played outside with them as far as summer and winter ball.
Absolutely. Cracks me up now because I go in gyms and I say my last name and people ask me if I'm my niece's aunt, my niece Ruby's aunt, rather than if she's my niece. They know her name and
Right.
just playing AAU and whatnot.
And they're putting some pressure on the ball. It takes some time off the clock.
And that's going to do it. Londonderry's going to win 42-38. And Pinkerton, I mean, there's not much else they can do.
Game effort. It was they played an outstanding game.
Great battle.
So the final score here from Southern Hampshire University: Londonderry 48, Londonderry 42, Pinkerton 38. Championship game, Division I girls basketball will be held here at Southern Hampshire University on Sunday, 6 o'clock, between Bedford and Londonderry. As most of you remember, that Bedford played Londonderry earlier in the season. Londonderry was without Eliza Simpson. Bedford was able to pull away in the fourth quarter for the win, but I'm sure it's going to be a lot different game and a lot different team with Eliza Simpson.
For Londonderry, looks like Casey Evans had 11 points, and Pinkerton leading scorer number 12, Kayla Stacy.
So that'll do it here from Southern Hampshire University. We'll see you next time.